Hey everyone! Imagine you've decided to buy or sell an apartment. Sounds easy, right? But we know the truth. In reality, it's a whole quest. Endless listings, viewings, negotiations, paperwork, and of course bureaucracy that always finds a way to surprise you. But the good news is, pretty soon most of that headache will be a thing of the past, and the one making it happen is of course artificial intelligence. Even today, AI can find apartments faster and cheaper than any realtor, handle negotiations, evaluate neighborhoods, check documents, and even help write ads that actually sell. Today we'll walk through the whole journey together, from the first "I want a place" to moving in. This is World 5.0, let's go! The real estate market around the world is always emotional and unpredictable. From quiet coastal towns to bustling megacities, every place draws people in with its own rhythm and lifestyle. More and more people are thinking about moving to another country or buying property abroad. But behind all that beauty and variety lies a tough process. Hundreds of listings, fear of making the wrong choice, legal aspects, sharp price swings, the risk of running into scams, and of course, bureaucracy. And because of all this, housing ends up costing more, the wait drags on, and the risks for buyers only get higher. In the end, both sides take the hit, the clients and also the agencies and property owners. And that's where AI steps in, helping to automate the process, speed up deals, and make everything way more transparent. Let's go through some different situations and see how AI can help us out. Meet Rose. She's Henry's friend from our episode about AI in healthcare. By the way, check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. Rose lives in Los Angeles, but she wants to move to San Diego. Normally, house hunting means hours of scrolling through listings. But Rose just opens an app with an AI real estate search and simply says,
I want a 2-bedroom apartment with an ocean view, a workspace, and a big kitchen.
And the AI doesn't just analyze her request, it also looks at neighborhood data, noise levels, price history, average commute times to downtown, and of course, safety. Rose is a delicate girl and doesn't know martial arts, so she tries to avoid trouble. As a result, within 2 minutes, Rose gets several highly relevant options from the AI, including a couple that haven't even made it onto public listings yet. The AI spotted them in the database of partners and developers. Today, more and more often, the role of real estate assistants is being played by artificial intelligence. The Zillow platform lets you search for homes in plain language, for example, houses within 30 minutes of downtown, or condos under $400,000. The system goes through millions of listings and pulls up the most relevant results. On top of that, it has a special algorithm called Zestimate, an AI-powered home value model based on stats, comparable listings, and market data. The company's serious approach also shows in how much effort it puts into the ethics of AI, principles of responsible use, model training quality, and fair valuation, especially in historically underserved parts of the market. Another big player is Redfin, which recently launched its AI tool called Ask Redfin. The assistant answers questions about a property the same way a realtor would. And then there's a startup called Tomo that's also making moves. According to HousingWire, the service uses neural networks for natural language search, creating property lists, and even computer vision. Rose's heart starts racing. It looks like she's finally found the perfect apartment, and it's time to reach out to the owner. But the owner is Mexican and doesn't speak much English. Rose worries she won't be able to handle the negotiations. At that point, an AI assistant steps in to help. He asks the key questions, like year built, documents, taxes, analyzes the market, and suggests a well-reasoned discount based on the listing data. All of this happens without stress or misunderstandings. For example, since 2024, the role of an AI negotiator in real estate deals can be played by Indigo. It's the first online platform that uses artificial intelligence to conduct real-time negotiations between buyers, sellers, and agents. And according to its creators, it boosts accepted offers by 35% and speeds up on-time closings by 40%. Indigo reviews incoming offers, suggests response strategies, and even drafts counter-offers, saving time and cutting down the emotional pressure on everyone involved. But suddenly, a red flag. The title report shows a mismatch. Rose panics. Does this mean the deal is in danger? AI steps in to run a quick check. It cross-references the data with county records, finds the source of the mistake, and prepares a report for the title company. The very next day, the company's specialists confirm the issue. The entry in the database was outdated and the document has been updated. The AI then delivers the verdict. No liens, property taxes are paid, the house is clean, you're good to go. Now Rose can finally relax and daydream about the future. She's already thinking that after moving in, it would be nice to do a light remodel, repaint the walls, and replace the flooring. And of course, she can visualize exactly how her dream makeover will look with AI. Rose turns to generative models, uploads her photos, describes her vision, and gets a design that exceeds all her expectations. Today, there are tons of services for this, like Room GPT, Homestyler AI, or Decomatters, which let you play with photorealistic renders, try out different finishes, and even pick furniture straight from real store catalogs. After that, all Rose needs is to bring in a human designer just to polish the sketches and kick off the work. By the way, have you heard about Google's Genie 3, which lets you create worlds and walk through them in real time? We're betting that tech like this will lay the foundation for AI-powered virtual tours. Most likely, in the near future, you'll be able to upload photos of your space into AI and instantly get a highly detailed simulation you can actually walk around in. Rose is happy with everything, and together with the homeowner, with AI support, she starts preparing the purchase agreement. The AI suggests a trusted template, cross-checks it with samples used by the State Real Estate Commission and the local multiple listing service, and highlights potentially risky terms, like excessive contingencies or unfavorable early termination clauses. A good example in this situation is a service called Do Not Sign, which helps review contracts and license agreements for fraudulent or suspicious clauses. Another example from the world of AI-powered document management is Dono AI. It's a real estate management platform built, as you might guess, on artificial intelligence. The service's digital brain automatically extracts and indexes key information from complex documents, speeding up underwriting and due diligence processes. So let's congratulate Rose on successfully moving in. After settling down, she decides it's time to sell her apartment in LA. AI helps her create the listing. It processes the photos, writes a compelling description, and even suggests a fair price for the property. Sure, AI probably won't fully replace an appraiser anytime soon, but at the very least, it gives a solid starting point. Take PriceHubble, for example. It's an international proptech platform that uses artificial intelligence and big data to analyze the real estate market, assess properties, and forecast prices. The system processes millions of transaction records, demographic data, neighborhood infrastructure, demand trends, and even environmental data to calculate an accurate market value and spot patterns. PriceHubble is used by banks, developers, agencies, and private investors to define the best sale or rental price, segment target audiences, and prepare personalized offers. Rose's story comes to an end. Let's congratulate her on her new home and spare a thought for those who weren't quite as lucky. But despite the obvious advantages of AI and its impact on real estate, let's not forget that it's not all powerful. And along with new opportunities come new challenges. Automated systems can make mistakes when valuing properties if they rely on outdated or incomplete data. They don't always take into account local specifics, things like infrastructure condition, development plans for the area, or ownership details. On top of that, relying too heavily on algorithms can weaken critical thinking in the market. Sellers and buyers start treating AI's recommendations as absolute truth without testing them in practice. We also can't ignore the issue of privacy. Processing massive amounts of data about properties and their owners brings risks of leaks and misuse. And finally, automation could leave small agencies and independent professionals at a disadvantage if they can't keep up with new technologies. That's why, when adopting AI in real estate, it's crucial to strike a balance between innovation and responsible use, complementing machine analysis with human experience and common sense. Well, Rose's story isn't a fantasy. There are already plenty of platforms out there that make buying and selling real estate easier, faster, and safer. AI in real estate isn't just about automating search. It's a system that finds homes to match your lifestyle, negotiates on your behalf, checks documents, and even optimizes taxes. And in the coming years, we'll see even more, from fully automated blockchain-based deals to digital neighborhood advisors that help you choose not just an apartment, but the perfect place to live. For now, protect your time and peace of mind. Let AI do the heavy lifting for you while you enjoy the moments. A morning smoothie with a Pacific Ocean view and the sound of the waves. This has been World 5.0. See you next time.